Great addition. We'll talk more about Jeff Van Gundy as this game and season goes on. A nice turnout here. Every seat has been sold out. It was every once in a while. We're ready to get this one underway. Trace Jackson Davis getting the start. The jump goes to the Clippers, and Norman Powell right on cue knocks down the tray to open things up.
Just trying to show Steph Curry that he's got a little bit of something in his offensive bag.
The Warriors come away with a rebound, point forward. Draymond Green has the rebound, brings it across half court. Done with a rebound. I beg your pardon, after the ricochet, he has the loose ball. Derrick Jones Jr. steamrolls. Green whistle, offensive foul. The Warriors, one of the best teams at taking charges a year ago.
Actually, not afraid to get after it.
Foul away from the ball. Just underway, preseason game number 1 for both teams. Clippers playing 5 preseason games. The Warriors playing 6. Clippers will be in San Diego on Tuesday. Seattle,
The floor offensively.
real opener on October 23rd. Zoo sweeping across the lane. The hook shot is good.
Golden State waiting to come at Zoo until he puts the ball on the floor a couple times. Too late last time.
Green in the corner for 3. Harden pushes. Finds a seam, drives the lane, and lays it in. And James Harden gets his first bucket here this afternoon.
You cannot open up the lane for Harden to get to the basket that easily.
Curry stumbles inside. Wild snow. Powell with a rebound. Clippers looking to run. Nice feed inside. Better finish by Zoo. And the Clippers look sharp to open up here in the first 3 minutes.
The big man runs the floor hard. He knows.
Into their process, and they said James Harden changes the way we had to officiate ball games. Instead of looking at the top, we go from the ground up because of his crafty footwork and his ability to get open. Harden gets the screen from Zoo. Finds him on the roll. Fouled by the second-year player, Jackson Davis.
There's quite a differential between the sizes of these two individuals down low. Jackson Davis, a very good.
A year ago, thought they got a steal in the draft. They may have. Dunn, catch and shoot 3. His percentage was good last year. Not a high-volume shooter, but has shot the ball well here in the summer. Kuminga showing off that athleticism, lays it in.
And I looked immediately.
Further about Brown and his summer. Curry chased by Harden, 9 to shoot. Melton. Green posting on Powell. Rebound up for grabs. Kuminga foul below the bucket. Whistle stops the clock. 7:56 to play here in the first quarter.
Watch. When the ball's coming down, you have to call it out. Ball, I've got ball. No one steps up to stop the ball. Kuminga goes all the way. If we're going to survive during this season, glass so important.
Curry. He'll go to the line. 7:51 to play here in this first quarter. One of the things the Warriors are trying to figure out is who will Anthony Melton. Do they want a guy that played really well last year alongside Curry and second-year player Brandon Podziemski, or do they want a gunner like Buddy Hield as Curry makes the first of 2 pass? At half the price of a season ticket, you can get access to all regular season home games in the wall at Intuit Dome. Secure your ultimate wall pass. That will be the heart and soul of Intuit Dome. Harden back to Zoo. Good deflection by Curry, and now the Warriors are off on a power play. Kuminga finishes with a fury at the iron, and it's a timeout for the Clippers.
Well, there's that transition defense once again. The first time, no one stopped the basketball. That time, one man got back. But where were the...
Out west.
Just think about this. The Warriors won 46 games last year. They were 46 and 36 and did not make the playoffs.
They were the 10th seed out west. That same record a year ago. Nice lob to Jackson Davis. That same record a year ago would have had home court advantage in round 1. In the West, things are changing for sure. The Warriors have found some steam here. Tough shot by Powell. It goes. It's his second basket. He opened up scoring for the Clippers. Western Conference being a gauntlet, the Clippers will need Kawhi Leonard if they want to get into that top 6 out west. Powell inside to Zoo, and you can see a real focus here, at least in this first game of the preseason. Find Ivica Zubac. They've done a wonderful job so far. A point of emphasis, was this the thought going into the summer? They said, well, yeah, we've always wanted to have Zoo score more. He has to want it as
command the basketball. They go down there, they hold off the defender with one arm, call for the ball with the other arm, and they're looking at their guard.
Brings it down midway through this first quarter. Another look inside to Zoo, and he lays it in. Ivica Zubac's 8 first quarter points.
That's a transfer of hand.
First quarter, Warriors 4 of 14, Clippers 6 of 10. Dribble handoff to Powell. Man, around Kuminga to the rack, reverse layup. Oh, what a shot by Terrence Mann.
Didn't quite know what he was going to do. Was he going to try and throw?
3-year extension, making the fan base very happy. Nice deflection by Powell. Whistle, charge as Brown stands the ground. Ball goes back to the Clippers. Time now for drive to the hoop, brought to you by Hyundai.
Puts it down with his left hand and counters the shot blocker and goes up and under on the other side with the finish. Nice job by Terrence Mann. The job of converting when there's contact on the inside. It's one of the things that the staff and the front office liked about him, his ability to take the blow and still finish the play.
Anderson last year with the Timberwolves said he worked on his jump shot this year, really struggled from above the arc, which is not a normal thing. He's been a very competent three-point shooter throughout his career. Last year, first 44% from distance after kind of struggling with an ankle injury to start the year. But he healed, never shy to shoot, knocks it down. That's why they brought him in to try and replace some of the volume from Klay Thompson.
If you're going to switch onto Hield, you got to get up there because he is a Curry-like shooter. You got to get there, pressure that shot.
Harden felt the pressure from Anderson and leans into it, so to speak, and able to draw the foul. He'll go to the line for 3.
You'll see he'll come off that screen. There's nobody there to step up. There's nobody there to switch out. And there's the foul. How many times have we seen?
He'll be at the stripe for 3. I think one thing that made a lot of people happy to hear, which I don't think we would have been happy to hear a year ago at this time when we acquired James Harden, was that he plans on being more aggressive this year. He has prepared himself for that. That's one thing, but you and I have been at camp this week. His leadership was really a standout, at least from where I sat, stopping.
But he was trying to point out to them that you can't be afraid to interact with the coaching staff. If you're not sure, clear it up, ask that question.
And as a Clipper, they picked him up late in the year last year. Harden fires a 3. Oh, he's done it again. Knocks down the 3. Count it and send him to the line.
Well, you said it. Just got done talking about it. And here he is, really being aggressive, stepping back, getting a quick look. When you close out on him too hard, that's a big, strong body right there. That's able to finish it, get hit.
It's in 9 minutes. And add one more to the ledger. He's at all 4 of his free throws.
Off the dribble, that first step, he blows by defenders, and then decision-making at times very good.
Pajemski. Looney gets it to go. He's played every single minute of his career with the... He's bounced around. You know, he played 84 games last year with the in-season tournament. And I thought, oh, that's a lot of games. Do you know who holds the record? What the record is for most regular season games played? I'm relying on you.
Most regular season... Yeah, I can't go with Wilt.
That's a good guess, but you're wrong.
Oh, thank you.
Walt Bellamy played 88 games back in the late 60s, I believe. Right there, ahead to Peyton. What a feed by Pajemski. Now you see why they love him. He is a real player for Golden State. Peyton gets rewarded with the nifty feed. The floor last year, the Warriors a +6. When he was off the floor, a -1. He was the only Warrior when he was off the floor that the Warriors were. Porter Jr. at the line here for one more. Rebound here is Highland. Porter Jr. stripped. Looney finds Anderson, and he takes it to the rack.
That's the problem when the man out front, that point is his team. There's a lefty guard in the backcourt. It was pretty good for the Knicks.
Jalen Brunson signing an extension over the summer and taking a huge pay cut as Norman Powell continues to find the range. Powell is 3 for 3. Some encouragement to shoot. Powell never needs the encouragement. Looking for the whistle, doesn't get it. Arcing pass down court goes to Moody. Curry now picked up by Harden, gets around to the rim and in. Just the second basket for Curry. He is 2 for 8. And the Warriors pokes it free. Warriors recover and recoil offensively. Green, a runner from the free throw line. It's good. You let him shoot that. He knocks that one in, and the Warriors now lead 37 in the Olympics. Signed a one-year extension, $62 million with the Warriors. He'll be there. And the general manager, Mike Dunleavy Jr., has talked about it. He's like, look, we are centered around Steph Curry and Draymond Green, guys that are at the end of their careers, but they still believe, both the players, their teammates, and the front office, that those two guys can still take them very far in the playoffs. They've got a deep team here. It'll be very interesting to see how the Warriors develop as this year goes on. Payton to Kuminga.
Guy opposite the ball, cutting out of the corner. Most times we see the man in the opposite corner spotting up for a three. That time the cut to the basket got him a deuce.
We're looking for Ivica Zubac almost every single time down, and I like it. 3 in the corner for Melton.
Unfortunately, we had 2 of the Clippers running out on the first shot. Thought we were going to get the defensive rebound and finish it. That's why he trusts him.
You go back to 2008, and he's playing at Davidson. Many thought he was a risk. It was going to be a gamble, even though he was such an incredible shooter and scorer in college. It's just funny what you don't know when you are watching these players come out of college. What you think you know, sometimes it works. Sometimes they're incredibly gifted to the point where you cannot fathom a career like Steph Curry. Harden outrivals Curry for the loose ball, and now the Clippers are on the run. They don't have numbers. James Harden doesn't seem to care, draws the whistle, goes right back to the free throw line.
Well, think about the game so far. We've had 4 times where a defender for the Clippers has gotten his hands up there, gotten a deflection, gotten a piece of the ball, and the Clippers have been able to come down and attack on offense because of it. There's one of the examples.
With Ty Lue last night about Harden and having him in camp. Now, granted, he played 90+% of the year with the Clippers, but I asked him, is there a sense of different leadership, more ownership with Harden going into this year because he is here in the training camp? And Ty Lue was like, absolutely, you feel it. It's a much
media correspondent during the finals.
Yeah.
I think it was game 4, and he's in the press room asking Luka Doncic questions. He's actually sitting there. I think he asked him about his pick and roll game, how he makes those decisions. So,
and then when we see Brandon, hey, we're working this side of the street. You go back to basketball. Leave the media stuff to us.
they asked him, which
no idea how difficult this job is.
Stick to your J job.
So GP2 on Harden. Zubac. It's just a one move, counter move, and a nice finish.
Solid.
So Ivica Zubac, he's got 12. Harden's got 13. They would not know it was preseason game number 1. Kyle Anderson setting up Buddy Hield. And then stolen. And so Kobe Brown, nice steal and finish.
It's like the tires went flat on that pass. Just didn't get there.
Right. You know, the absence of Klay Thompson. Klay, we wish him just incredible stuff in Dallas. Can't wait to see him November 12th. But it can't be Steph against the world as Buddy Hield hits the fadeaway.
Buddy Hield just shows you what he's capable of. He can kind of create for himself. And for him, it's just quick moves. He doesn't want to spend all night dribbling the ball. He wants to make good, hard, efficient moves.
Powell from the baseline. When I say secondary scorer, it's something where basis.
Yeah.
So,
but then you're moving up on that scouting report, right? And defenses are kind of privy to what you're doing. He wants
You know, he's sitting there 27 years of age. This is right at his prime.
Anybody would love to have Zubats. You just saw Christie come in. His teammate Max Christie, or his brother Max Christie, just got a nice contract with the Lakers.
Yeah, Cam Christie, 46th pick out of Minnesota.
He can shoot it. He's got a sweet stroke. He moves well without the ball, too. Pretty good athleticism. Needs to keep working on his defense, but that's a pretty good draft pick.
Shot clock down to 5. Moody will launch himself, and Moses Moody. You talk to anybody who's been watching the kind of informal workouts and then the train show up in the stats, other than he just knew the angle to make that a tougher shot.
And Pojemski got over there to help.
Trace Jackson Davis working with slow-mo. Kyle Anderson likes the nickname slow-mo, by the way. Just it doesn't take that as any kind of insult. He said, people called me that when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, it's guards multiple positions. But on the offensive side, you saw the way they're guarding Trace Jackson Davis. The Warriors used that, and great defense on James.
I feel like I'm moving fast, but then I see the video, and apparently I'm not.
I'm just like jogging around, it looks like. It's full sprint. It's wild to see.
All right, Moody set up and bottoms another 3. Pojemski on that high screen roll, that was perfectly done.
Got guys like Looney and Draymond who can school TJD up, so I wouldn't worry about that.
Shot clock off. We got some bobblehead battle coming up at halftime here. You want to see the coolest bobblehead as Paolo puts that in. Steph Curry Olympic bobblehead we're going to tell you about.
Special edition.
Moody to end the half, and that will do it. So the Warriors, the Clippers smelled it out. Kai Jones saw that. And Kevin Porter will peel off in the corner. Chris Dunn was in training camp with Utah and played the Clippers in Hawaii a year ago as a member of the Jazz. Now he's with the Clippers. Porter missing there. And the rebound, Kai Jones will back it back out. Amir Coffey gets a look from 3. And so Clippers athletic on the glass.
You're seeing a lot of offensive rebounding happen. They're gonna find it at some point. This is preseason basketball. It's preseason for a reason.
Kobe Brown and Pojemski smelled out that lob and took it away. So Kuminga, can they post him up is the question. Brandon setting up Moody. Catch and shoot 3, and so well defended. I can't wait to see what they do free agency-wise and draft-wise. It'll be great.
I'm sporting all my Valkyries gear.
Everyone says, where can I get it? Like, where can I get it?
Yeah, it's cool to see.
All part of the Warrior family and Bay Area family. Moody from the baseline. Moses Moody. Have yourself a preseason debut. Away from Dunn. Trace Jackson Davis with a steal. And Buddy Hield says, all right, big man, I'm going to give it back to you.
Unselfishness. Listen, go ahead and adjust to the way they're calling the game. Be physical. Get your hands in there. Moody's getting on the floor. Get some floor burn in your life. And this is preseason. You're going to get more minutes just in general because coach doesn't want to overwork certain guys. Might as well show them while you're out there.
So Bones Highland comes off the bench and hit.
Powell's a scorer. Terrence Mann's more of a scorer, slasher type. Kevin Porter Jr., is he going to revive his career? There's question marks there.
Looney knocked it away as Porter tried to split the double team. Kevon Looney to the rim to lay it up and in.
Did you see him shield Kai Jones?
Team.
Yeah.
You know, he knows Steve loves him. He knows his teammates care about him, and he's just a productive player.
And he just knows there's times they're going to need Looney out there, his stability.
Pat Spencer is checked in, and Pat Spencer rails a 3.
And again, Looney just...
He won essentially the lacrosse Heisman Trophy in college. An amazing lacrosse player became a basketball player in Pat Spencer as Miller drew that foul.
Multi-sport athlete. Done some work in the G League. We got a few multi-sport. Yeah.
Now,
Brewers?
Now, could you hit it all? Did you ever swing a bat?
No.
Okay.
I tried with T-ball and realized this wasn't my sport.
Okay, let me just tell you. Hitting a baseball is hard.
It is.
Okay, all right. You go to take MLB batting practice. All right, you know, that's fine. They'll let you take MLB. Hitting a home run in MLB batting practice? What are you talking about?
It's far. The fence is far.
Do you know how good? Pat Spencer hiding behind Looney. Good ball movement to Kyle Anderson. Shot clock at 7. And then knocked away.
Mere coffee.
Yeah, Reese Beekman getting his first playing time, and he had that taken away. Beekman, another two-way contract, 4 years at Virginia. Excellent defensive player.
Yeah, if you go to Virginia, you're going to know how to play defense.
Very Malcolm Brogdon-like defensively.
Yeah, you can score.
Now, Kevon Looney, they're encouraging his shoot runs in L.A.
He just wants them to respect him more. And Coach Kerr talked about it. Definitely, if the shot clock is running down, let it fly. But he wants to be able to shoot that from time to time.
Kai Jones smartly got it back out, and so now the Clippers are starting to drop it. He couldn't evade Looney. Shot clock at 10. And Kyle Anderson moved his feet. Bones Highland shot clock at 3. And then that was a pretty nifty move, and Lindy Waters could do nothing but foul him.
Well, he's got that. He's got the shake, got the handles. This is the Christie 3.
Yeah, 46 pick in the draft. Yeah, you mentioned Max Christie with the
from the perimeter.
I'm going to pick up on something you said earlier, where you fit in the scouting report. When you're in Denver and you've got Jokic and you've got Jamal Murray and you've got Porter and your Bones Highland, you can come in and kill. When now, all right, Harden sits, go be my, run the team. Very different where you fit in on the food chain.
Right. You got to figure it out. This is what you want, though, right? You want that opportunity.
Bigger opportunity.
And shooting is there. He needs to work on his finishing and his finishing IQ, being able to hold on guys. Saw how Looney did that with a big-time athlete trying to chase him down. That's a skill that a lot of players, bigs and guards, need to have.
Amir Coffey tried to drop it back. Bones Highland hits that 3. Highland career low in points and 3. And these are groups that haven't played a lot together. That's going to happen. Spencer finding Looney to lay it up and out. Amir Coffey, and you get a sense. You see Beekman move his feet and play D, and that's where good offense beats good defense at this level.
And Coach Kerr is like, we need to talk about this. I don't like what's happening right now.
So 2:07 with the timeout.
He was
on offense and defense.
On both ends.
He was fantastic.
He gave Dallas all types of problems.
Keith Santos setting up Lindy Waters for 3, and that is Lindy Waters' game right there.
Yeah. A little pump fake, too. And they got guys that can kick it out, too. If you can get that ball in the paint, threatening drives, make the defense react, Warriors can hurt you.
Yeah, I like the strides Keith Santos took this summer, though.
Yeah.
He was very good for Brazil.
Must have been just a great experience.
Yeah, he's going to wake up every day, be 7 feet tall, and he can shoot threes.
Yeah, I can't teach 7 feet.
So one thing that is always talked about with the Warriors is Bones Highland shot that basically from Oahu.
From Kauai.
And that will end the third. Pat Spencer missing there. And so you end up having the Clippers with the 2-point lead. And so rebound. He has changed the hairstyle this year. Lindy Waters hits a 3.
Waters has some deep range. When he gets his feet set, that catch and shoot.
Well, Lindy Waters is kind of a cultural hero. He's Native American, and in playing for OKC, that really, he's an inspiration to a lot of people in that part of the country. Hear him talk about his heritage, it really is compelling and fun to listen to.
I love that.
And Quentin Post, there he goes.
He's in the post. He heard you talking. He's like, what's this, Fitz? Here's
Post goes to the 3-point line against Santos and Lindy Waters, but Lindy Waters has striped a couple threes already, but lost the handle there. And the drop back and the hammer.
This year I like this because
Kai Jones is an interesting player. Santos. Shot clock down to 5. Hey, Kai Jones with the show and go with the finish.
I told you, he's got some guard-like quickness. You saw the first step there. Fake to the middle, back left, right back to the middle.
You've been with the 76ers G League affiliate.
See, if you're a guard and you see Kai Jones running, you better get him the ball.
Yeah, 2 years with Charlotte, played about 67 games, 2 years at Texas.
Yeah, and I think he shot like 38% from three-point ranges last year at Texas.
And he's 6'11".
Do consistently well.
Yeah, he was with Detroit last year. He's been with the Knicks, Atlanta, Portland, and Detroit. Santos missing there. Pat Spencer couldn't grab it. Catch and shoot transition, and the miss there by Nate Darling. And then there's Knox running the floor and finishing.
I told you he's explosive. If he's running the floor, find him. He's a slasher.
I mean, you're former
In that year, sometimes it is year 7. Just guys are figuring out how to watch film. He's got great size for a wing. He's another Kentucky guy.
I mean, he killed it for the Warriors Summer League, Kevin Knox. Dropped in there by Kobe Brown. This is our first look at Blake Hinson, who was undrafted, all ACC. He's everywhere getting that ball. Spencer faded off back iron there. So Steve Kerr has gotten every single player into the game. Wiggins was going to play with the illness, and right there, Kobe Brown worked. This is a group that does not play a lot together.
Well, Hinson, the one that just shot the threes, he set the three-point record at Pittsburgh. Most threes made in the season. I think it was 110.
Well, let's have him shoot more. Jackson Rowe working hard in the offensive rebound. You know, in the end of preseason.
Yeah, a lot can happen, and you're just trying to figure out a way to shine, to set yourself apart in some way while you're still complimenting guys, while you're still playing team basketball, while you're still making the right decisions, moving the ball. Like, you still got to be aggressive and get